Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas and welcome to the Hallmarkies podcast. And we are very excited because we are here to give our annual preview of the Countdown to Christmas movies on Hallmark Channel. And there's a lot to talk about, not only giving our previews for these movies, but just this very unique season for Hallmark this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I am film critic Rachel Wagner, and Megan is here.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm good. I'm so excited to talk about the upcoming season. I can't believe it's here, but it is.
Well, I know it always comes faster than you think. Oh my gosh, it's already here.
Totally. Once October hits, I always say the year's over. It's
true.
done.
Especially for me. But this is interesting though this year because they have only 24 movies. How do you
many
feel
did they
about
have
that?
last year? I forget.
I'm not sure on the exact number, but it was 40, I think, or right around there. So it's way less. They have no Miracles of Christmas this year. None.
So what are they going to play on that channel? Do we know?
I guess just all actually I should have, let me hold on. On the Mysteries channel in the press release, they say every Sunday beginning October 19th, Hallmark Mystery offers movie marathons presented in festive themed collections, including A Cozy Country Christmas, Thank You for Your Service, The Magic of Christmas, and A Little Christmas Faith. Every Tuesday night, starting October 21st, viewers wanting to binge holiday movies led by their favorite stars will have their Christmas wish granted with back-to-back films featuring Paul Campbell, Jesse Schramm, Victor Webster, and more. So it sounds like they are not only going to, I think they're just going to continue with their regular mystery stuff, and then on Tuesdays and Sundays have a Christmas.
Interesting.
On mystery. And it is a surprise, and then it's not a surprise because they've only had one premiere on mystery this year, which is
weird.
wild. Yeah, like all the other mystery movies have been on the regular Hallmark channel. So they're phasing out this channel, but it is surprising that I thought they'd at least have some, like 5 or 8 or something like that,
Yeah. So
Christmas.
What do you think they're doing with the channel? Like just getting rid of it, or they're going to rebrand it, or?
I don't know. I mean, I was so surprised when they dropped the movies and from Hallmark Movies and Mysteries just mystery, because they had been doing way less mysteries, and they didn't renew some pretty popular series like Mystery 101 and things like that. And so I thought, oh, they're going to be fading out the mysteries and not make that part of their brand. So then when they made the channel just mystery and seemed to be kind of reviving it, starting a bunch of new series, things like that, I was surprised. I was like, oh, that's weird. But that's Hallmark for you. So maybe it didn't work. I don't know. Maybe they felt like they gave it a shot, and they're now gonna, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I guess what they're gonna do is have it be kind of like they have that Hallmark drama channel that just has syndicated stuff like Touched by an Angel and things like that, and reruns of their movies. So I wouldn't be surprised, I guess, if it just becomes like that for them. No more new material. I don't know, but it's definitely weird.
It is weird. But I think less movies could be good. They kind of got to the point where it was overwhelming and a little overkill, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this season. I think it might be good to have less.
Yeah. Yeah. And our friend Caroline, she made a good point the other day that they are doing a number of series. And so if you count the episodes of the series as as content as movies, basically. Like 2 episodes of a series would be the equivalent length of one of their movies. And so if you count that, it actually is a little bit closer because we'll talk about it in the preview, but they have Mistletoe Murders, which is 8 episodes. They have the 12 Dates Till Christmas, which is 6 episodes. They've got the Finding Mr. Christmas, which is reality, but that's, I assume, 10 episodes. They've got this Baked with Love. So if you count all of that in, it does actually get closer to that 40. So, it's just trying. And I like that they're trying different stuff, that they they're trying some series. They're trying some but the other interesting thing is that nothing new to Hallmark Plus. So that was the big thing last year. And what I think's interesting is that I would still say that I think Hallmark Plus has been a success, because I think just having all of the movies, not only all their movies in the catalog, but being able to watch their movies the next weekend after they air, I think has been a win. I think that alone is worth it, for me at least, to have the service.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't need Hallmark Plus exclusive content personally.
Yeah, I agree.
So
ho, ho, ho. We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies Patreon.
Do you love Hallmarkies podcast, especially at Christmas?
Do you enjoy the holiday previews, recaps, interviews, and bonus episodes?
If the answer is yes, please consider supporting the Hallmarkies Patreon. We need your help to do what we do both during the Christmas season and all year round.
But not only do you help a podcast led by strong, independent women by becoming a Patreon, you get to become a part of the Hallmarkies family.
Starting at only $2 a month as a patron, you will have access to our Facebook Patreon group where we talk about the movies, shows, and more all year.
We also have many monthly patron watch-alongs with guests like Lacey Chabert, Natalie Hall, Paul Campbell, Mary Lou Henner, and more, giving their behind-the-scenes details of their films.
As a patron, you also have the chance to provide input into the podcast and even join us at different tiers.
So this Christmas season, spread some cheer to the Hallmarkies Patreon and become a member today. You won't regret it.
Go to patreon.com/Hallmarkies to learn more.
That's patreon.com/Hallmarkies.
Well, let's dive into the movies and shows. And we have our classic, I don't know if some would say it's iconic, but we have our preview rating system. And these are all the ideas. This is all stuff that you could get in a stocking, is the idea. So we've got a lump of coal, no excitement. We're not interested. That doesn't mean it can't be good, because we haven't seen it. There's been lump of coals that end up being amazing. It's just our anticipation. And then we have a sock, and then we have a diamond. Then we have a sock, then we have an orange, and then we have a diamond ring, which is obviously the ultimate Christmas present. In our anticipation. So we want to hear what you think, the listeners, what anticipation you have for these different films and series. So definitely let us know. And let's dive in. Let's start with the Royal Montana Christmas on the 18th. And we are recording this on the 4th. So if like a trailer or new information comes out before this is, I'm not sure what day I'm going to post this. That's why. So apologies in advance.
A disclaimer. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we have a Royal Montana Christmas, this on the 18th. And this stars Fiona Gubelman and Warren Christie. Its writers Mark Famigaletti, I apologize, Michael Testa, and director Peter Benson. And when a princess abandons her royal duties to unwind at a Montana ranch ahead of Christmas, she meets a charming guide who offers her a glimpse of rustic life, and it's entirely from her regal one. Oh, shoot, I read that wrong. When a princess abandons her royal duties to unwind at a Montana ranch ahead of Christmas, she meets a charming guide who offers her a glimpse of rustic life, and it's entirely different from her regal one. So what do you think of a rural Montana Christmas?
I mean, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
But I do like the actress. I do like her. I think I've liked other things she's been in.
Yeah.
She's
And she
cute.
has done a royal movie in the past.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So she has at least some experience with that.
She's experienced being a princess.
Yes, yes. In fact, she was in the royal movie that was the weekend of the royal wedding of Meghan and Harry royal wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, she was in Royally Ever After, which aired that weekend.
Okay.
So that was kind of fun. Yeah, I love Fiona. She's delightful. And I mean, this does sound incredibly generic, but if they have chemistry, then sure, why not?
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be all about the chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sock for me, but it has potential. I really liked the royal month that they had this year. I don't know if you got to see any of those, but they were really good, actually. I mean, I like a lot of the royal movies, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
They
Sock for
depend a
me too,
lot.
but
They depend a lot on chemistry for them to work. And we get to see, is she gonna want to be a cowgirl now and give up her royal throne to be a cowgirl? I think that's what's gonna happen on her Montana ranch.
yes, definitely. She's gonna give up her cushy life for Montana.
Yeah. All right. So then we have on the 19th, we've got a Christmas Angel match. And this stars Megan Ori and Benjamin Ayres, director Christy Will Wolf. And it's two Christmas angels with opposite styles must unite soulmates before the holiday while dealing with department downsizing and their own unexpected connection. So I have to say that the poster for this is absolutely hilarious and like I'm not gonna say it's an all-timer bad Hallmark poster, but it's pretty bad. But that aside, I'm all for this. This sounds really fun to me. What do you think?
I agree. Yeah, I agree. It does definitely sounds fun. Yes, the poster is interesting.
It's
I'm looking at it
hilarious.
now. Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, I feel a little nuts given a diamond ring this early on, but I love this concept. I think it sounds so fun. Two angels with opposite styles? What opposite styles? They're angeling? I mean,
No, totally. I agree. I'm gonna give it a diamond ring too because it's different and it seems like whimsical and it could
yeah.
be really funny because of
Because what
that.
can you be like a grumpy angel? Like you can't. Like you're an angel. Like what kind of styles could you have? I don't know.
We will see.
So, and I feel like Megan Ori and Benjamin Ayres, that feels like a good match. I feel like they'll have chemistry.
I agree.
Yeah.
The pictures on IMDb are really cute too. Like her outfit, she's wearing this like um red vest with like giant bows. It's really cute.
Yeah. I mean, it makes you wonder, can angels fall in love? I
I'm
mean, I guess,
assuming that's what's gonna happen.
but but I mean, I guess they wouldn't need to technically because they're making the match,
Yeah,
right?
but I think they will. Because it seems like these angels, like, I mean, they have jobs, so I'm
Yeah,
assuming they can.
that's true. They have jobs. They have jobs. Never really fall in love. Can you get married as an angel? in the spirit
I have
world.
no idea. Guess who
If,
oversees that wedding?
God.
God.
If you get married in as angels, does God just, I mean, I guess Jesus marry you? I don't know. Like what?
It's weird though on IMDb too. I don't see like any pictures of the couple that they're
I
like.
know, I don't know, and I really would love to know who the couple
Yeah.
is that they're
Yeah.
matching. If anybody listening knows, then let us know. We might even have a trailer by the time this comes out. I don't know. So
Right.
let us know. But I love this idea. I'm going diamond ring. I think it sounds fun.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So then we have Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. This is on the 25th, and it stars Robert Buckley and Kimberly Susted. Great matchup. That's going to be really, I think, good. And it's director Jason Bork and writer Russell Hainline, who did the Santa Summit. He's done a bunch of really good ones. After a rough year, a weatherman returns to his hometown for Christmas, but things start to look up for him once he crosses paths with a former mentor and a former crush. Now, if I just read that, I would be like, that sounds kind of, but I love this cast. I love this writer. It's elevating it for me. Over that description. I'm sure once I see a trailer, I'll be, oh, this looks so fun. So yeah, I mean, I would give it an orange, but I am, looking forward to it.
I agree. I think, yeah, the cast, and then especially you said the writer did Santa Summit. That one was hilarious.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the poster for this one is it's funny and it seems like they're gonna lean into the comedy. So I think both of those, Kimberly and Robert can definitely lean into that too. So I think it'll be good. I'm gonna give it an orange too. Maybe
yeah, I hadn't seen the poster, but that does look kind of fun.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
With the umbrellas flipped out, and it looks like it's gonna lean into the humor, which is what I like.
Exactly.
That's good.
Same.
That's good. Okay. All right. So then we have Christmas on Duty. And this is on the 1st. And it's Janelle Parrish and Parker Young. Director Jake Van Wagoner and writer Alexis Siegel. When a snowstorm halts the delivery of Christmas presents, two rivals who haven't spoken to one another in years are forced to work together to save the holiday. Now, this isn't like Santa's elves, right? They would have said that. Who delivering Christmas presents? It's just like, they're like army. Okay, yes. I'm looking at the poster. So they're like army soldiers delivering presents.
Yeah, I think to the base. So.
Oh, to the base.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're rivals in their like unit. It says two rivals who haven't spoken to one another in years.
I read something, I don't know where I read this, but I think it was like they were rivals in their like class, like the beginning.
Oh,
and then they, yeah. So I
mean, I guess it would have to be if they haven't spoken in years.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like training. I don't know what it's called, like basic training.
Okay. Former rivals.
Rivals there. I do love Janelle Parrish because I was such a big Pretty Little Liars fan.
And she has been on a hit streak for Hallmark, in my opinion, at least. I really enjoyed the I really enjoyed Return to Office this year. I really enjoyed Sugar Plum, Haunted Wedding. I even liked her family history mystery one that she did. So she's been on a very, very hot streak. So that's good for Hallmark.
Agreed. Yeah, I love Sugar Plum Fairy.
That was so good. It was my favorite of all last year.
Yeah, it was just so unique, and she was hilarious, and yeah, it was really good. Yeah, this one, I don't know. For some reason, I'm not that excited about it. I think I'm going to give it a sock. But it could be really good. Like you said, like we have no idea. So,
and I forget who it was who said that Parker Young is pretty hunky and a good find for Hallmark. So that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, but I agree. Sock for this one, but it sounds cute.
yeah, it could be really good. So we'll see.
So then we have Newport Christmas, and this is on the 2nd of November, and it stars Jenna Claire Mason, Wes Brown. It's writers Joa Botkin and Andrew Gernhardt, director Dustin Reichert. In 1905, a Newport socialite discovers her father is planning a blind engagement for her at the upcoming Christmas Eve ball. After she wishes for another life, a different man appears and she's suddenly transported to 2025. So this one sounds super fun. I am a big fan of Hallmark time travel comet movies. I know, big fan, but I'm promoting it. I want them to keep making them because they're so bonkers and ridiculous. Like that Candace Cameron Bure one. And so I'm happy that they have another one. And I love Jenna Claire. I mean, she's had an incredible run as well of Hallmark movies. They've all been good. And so that's exciting. Wes Brown, he's usually solid. I might say Diamond Ring on this one because it just sounds fun and creative, and I like the leads. There's not much to not be excited for, in my opinion, on this one.
They love putting her in period pieces. I don't know if it's
they do. That's true.
They're like, you look like you're from the early 1900s.
but A Carol for Two, that was a favorite last year. I really enjoyed that. Heidelberg Holiday was really good, especially for that kind of movie that usually are boring. Holiday Spectacular. So she has had, like I said, a very strong run of Hallmark movies. And so what do you think? What are you going to give it for Newport?
I'm going to give it an orange. I think it could be really cute, like you said. I think it could be good, and she, like I said, she really looks the part of that.
Yeah, she does.
You know,
she has that old soul, so it makes sense. It makes sense.
She looks like an old Hollywood actress.
Yeah, she does. Okay, so then we have Christmas Above the Clouds. And this stars Aaron Krakow and Tyler Hines reunited after It Was Always You. This is very exciting. Director Peter Benson, writers Christine Garver and Stephanie Jackson. A work-obsessed CEO tries to get out of Christmas, but then the spirits of her past, present, and future arrive, leading to a confrontation with her ex. So this obviously is sort of a take on Christmas Carol, which makes me a little nervous because Hallmark usually doesn't have the guts to actually do Christmas Carol. They can't. They're too afraid to make their Scrooge protagonist unlikable, as Scrooge is supposed to be. That's why the story works. There's the arc. I mean, literally in Nashville Christmas Carol, people were begging to work for Jesse Schramm's character. Literally, like, please hire me, please. And like, that's not the character. So it kind of usually doesn't work very well. But I imagine that Tyler will be a lot of fun in something like this. Like, I think he'll be good. They had pretty good chemistry. So there's reasons to be optimistic, but I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, they do love a, evil CEO who cares so much about work.
Yeah. She's going to walk right by the bell ringing Santa. Give her scout. That's as mean as Hallmark will get with their Scrooges.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. The mean part is she has a job.
If you go back to I think it was Carol for Christmas, the one with Carrie Fisher, they do make Emmanuel Vega like pretty rude, pretty mean in that one. But every other time, I'm just like, oh, geez, it's okay, Hallmark. You can make your leads unlikable at the beginning of the movie. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
we're we're grown-ups. We can handle it. It's okay.
Yeah, there's no arc if they start out. Yeah. But I agree. I mean,
I
yeah,
do
I'm
wish I
not
knew the
super.
writer on this one. I mean, I guess it's Christine Gar. I don't know her though. I don't know her works. And Stephanie Jackson. If it was like a writer I really knew, then I'd have more confidence in it. But I'm gonna give it a sock. But it could be a big surprise. This one has potential.
Yeah, I think it'll also depend on the ghosts, those
Yeah,
actors and how funny they are, and because there's gonna be a lot of scenes, I'm
that's
assuming, with them. So I think it's gonna rely on that, and I'm gonna give it a sock too. But like I said, it could be really good.
ooh,
We'll see.
I'm looking on YouTube. There's a first look.
Yeah, that looks cute.
Okay, yeah, that does look cute. The so it looks like Tyler is actually an ex.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That looks fun. The dance scene and the the ghost of Christmas past is like a flight attendant.
Yeah, because I think this happens when she's on a flight. She like tries to go
Oh,
to,
goes back in time.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because they she's the work obsessed CEO trying to get out of Christmas. So she's probably like, oh, you know what? I bet you she's like going to Tahiti or something like that. And they're like, no, you can't.
Yeah. She's
No,
going somewhere that definitely doesn't snow.
no, yeah, exactly. How dare she?
Yeah, how dare you celebrate Christmas in any other climate besides snow?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I should have known it was in because it's Christmas above the clouds.
Oh, yeah.
So that's probably why it's she's in a plane. Duh. Um, After seeing that first look, I will up it to I was gonna give it a sock, but I'll give it an orange.
I agree. I think we should.
Yeah,
That was really cute.
yeah, it was. Okay, so then we have a Keller Christmas Vacation on the 9th, and this stars Jonathan Bennett, Brandon Routh, Eden Shearer. Over the holidays, a family of 5 embarks on a European river cruise through the Christmas markets, and each of them try to navigate their personal struggles. So I was a big Middle fan, so I love Eden Shearer, and Suhak was the highlight of that show. She was a great character, and I've long felt like she would be a good fit for Hallmark. So I'm really happy that she's now in the family. Hope she does more, and I hope it's good. I feel like that's believable siblings: Brandon Routh, Eden Shearer, and Jonathan Bennett, and I feel like they'll have good chemistry together. They all I mean, especially Jonathan and Eden have I feel like very similar personalities on camera at least. And so and it sounds like a fun enough basic, plot. So I'm going Diamond Ring on this. I'm really hopeful for it.
I
What do
am
you
too. I
think?
feel like we're doing all the same. But yeah, I love the family ones. Like I don't know, I think Jonathan Bennett obviously is so great. And then it's just fun to have a different storyline than just a girl and a boy falling in love. Um, and the family and the siblings, it just always kind of gets
Yeah.
me.
Mhm. Yeah, it'll be nice to see them bonding, and the Christmas markets will just be sort of a nice background to the what's going on. That'll be pleasant, escapist, as opposed to being like the core of the story, like some vacation Hallmark movies.
Right.
So, all right. Then on the 15th, we have Three Wisest Men. This stars Paul Campbell, Tyler Hines, Andrew Walker, Margaret Cullen, writer Russell Hainline. The third Wise Men movie continues the story of the Brenner brothers, with one expecting twins, another pondering a huge job offer, and the third planning a wedding while their mom prepares to sell their family home. I think I've given both of these diamond rings very high scores. I've really just, if anything, I actually enjoyed the second one even more than the first, which I really enjoyed the first. So or I guess 5 crowns. I give it my highest scores in the review. And so yeah, I mean, can't go not go diamond ring for me. I've really enjoyed the whole series. So
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely one of their, big hitters.
yeah.
This
And
has so many good, like everybody's favorite guys, and
mhm.
it,
And they're
but
funny. And it's
yeah,
so smart because for so long everybody thought that it was about the female stars, which they're awesome. We love them, but I had a feeling that actually if they leaned into the male stars, that would do very well for them, and it has.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you good diamond ring?
Yes, sorry,
Yeah,
diamond ring.
yeah. Okay, so then we have Tidings for the season. This on the 16th. Tamara Mowry Housley, BJ Britt, Elijah Justice Lewis, director Linda Lisa Hayter, writers Joey Elkins and Blake Silver. During the holidays, a local news anchor meets his biggest fan, a 10-year-old boy, who encourages him to report on good news, not just tragedy. He also meets the boy's mother, who happens to be single. So I think that this one would have been on Miracles of Christmas in the past, pretty clearly. It looks like one of you should just to focus on good news, not tragedy. It feels like it's going to be sort of the more emotional things. It sounds a little boring, if I'm honest, but I like both these stars, and I think they'll have decent chemistry. So, what do you think?
I think it's hilarious that a 10-year-old boy would have a famous, like a fan is a fan of a news anchor.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, his
What
biggest fan.
10-year-old boy is watching like the news?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's true.
Unless he's like a TikTok newser, like news guy.
Yeah,
Unless he has a TikTok
true.
channel, that's a little unbelievable, but it's okay. I do think BJ Britt is so attractive.
Yeah,
My
he
God,
is.
that guy is very, very cute.
Well, and I've been waiting for Hallmark to really use him more because they've used him a lot in promos and like these Hallmark experiences. And I just feel like you would think that he's in like 4 movies a year by the way that they promote him. But he was in one of the Mahogany movies, he was in the Groomsmen movies, but he hasn't been in that much. So I was like, I bet you they're gonna have him be a lead this holiday season, and here we go. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think it could
absolutely.
be cute. I'm gonna give it a stock though. I
Yeah,
agree.
same.
It's like not that exciting.
Yeah, it could be good, but it sounds a little boring. Uh, okay, then we have Holiday Touchdown, A Bill's Love Story, 22nd of November. I don't understand why they don't do these on Thanksgiving. That seems like the obvious choice
It does. Yes.
for football. I mean, what? Weird, but whatever. Um, and it's Holland Roden, Matthew Daddario, Joe Pantaleono, and Patty Murin. Director Dustin Reichert, he's busy this season. Writers Vanessa Morano and Danielle Morrow. And it's featuring dozens of cameos from Bills players, such as Coach Sean McDermott, running back Ray Davis, and offensive lineman Deion Dawkins. This holiday love story centers around 2 lifelong friends, a pediatric doctor, and the Bills' vice president of stadium development, who may or may not become more than platonic this holiday season. So I think it was a bit of a miracle how good last year's was. And I think it's almost exclusively because of Julie Sherman Wolf. She's a miracle worker, that she made that script entertaining. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to coal it. I don't think I would coal it, but it doesn't appeal to me at all. I'm not interested in football at all. I don't like Holland Roden has not impressed me in her movies for the most part. There's just not that much for me personally to get excited about.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not the Chiefs. That was really hard for me to even watch last year because I'm a
Yeah.
49ers fan, obviously live in the Bay Area. So last year I like had to like mentally prepare for the
Well,
movie.
that's the funny thing is that Julie is a 49ers fan too. So
Oh,
it was hard for her to do that one.
yeah, that was really hard. But they did lose the Super Bowl last year, so I don't know what happened to that hat.
Oh, yeah.
I hope no one
Maybe
was in the hospital again this year.
maybe it gets like reversed. Well, now that the
Maybe.
secret's known, it becomes a curse. The curse of
Yeah,
the
maybe.
cat.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I agree. I don't think this I think I might call it. I'm sorry to everyone involved, but it's just not my I don't even know a single Bills player. Like again, I don't like
No,
the
they
Chiefs,
list all
but
of
I
those, and I'm like, I have no idea. I mean, that's not saying much because I'm trying to think of it aside from. I mean, I don't even know if I know the other Kelsey's name. Because there's Travis Kelsey, and then what's the
right.
brother that's the football player? I don't even know his name. I don't
Oh,
think I could
who does
tell
he
you.
play for? Does he play for the
He
Bills?
played for the Eagles,
Oh,
but now I don't think he does anymore. I think he's retired. That's
yeah.
it. I know the last name of one player. I could not tell you a single football player. So saying I don't know these football players, that's not saying much. But it just doesn't appeal to me. It's not I mean, and the plot doesn't sound like anything. At least last year's there was some whimsy, there was something that was bonkers about it, weird. It had Tyler, and Hunter, who I like. There's just nothing. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
might have to call it.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs,
It
I
could
don't
be
like the
great.
Chiefs, but they have a lot of stars on that team, like Patrick Mahomes and like
Yeah, I've
they,
at least heard that name.
yeah, people know like they have and they've just had a really good last, 5 years. They've been in the Super Bowl several times. So,
Yeah.
but like the Bills, I don't even know. Like I don't know anything
Yeah.
about the Bills. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge football fan. I watch the 49ers, but yeah, I'm gonna call it. It doesn't seem like what does it have to do? Like what do these
I ca-
people have to
yeah,
do with football? Like one's a pediatric surgeon? Like I just don't
pediatric
get it.
doctor and the Bills vice president of stadium development. What?
Sounds like a makeup job.
It's not even a
Yeah.
player. Yeah, you're right. Stadium development. I mean, how many stadiums do you need to develop? Or is it inside like the vendors or something, maybe? Who
Yeah,
knows?
maybe
I
they're
don't
redoing
know.
the stadium. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know. No. So that one is not made for me.
Welcome to the Pilot Podcast. My name is BJ.
And my name is Me Too, and we promise this promo is worth it, so please don't skip ahead.
We're two judgy friends who put our judgmental skills to work for you. We review the pilot episodes of new and popular shows and shows that our listeners request to answer your question, should I watch this?
Look, a lot of us are spending a lot more time at home, and yes, we should be reading and trying new projects and enriching ourselves, but does anything beat binging a great show?
Let us take the guesswork out of deciding what your next show will be. Tune in to The Pilot Podcast at thepilotpodcast.com.
Then we have Melt My Heart This Christmas. And this is on the 23rd. And it stars Lara Vandervoot and Stephen Huszar. Director Amy Force and writer Ainsley Gordon, who I love both of them. So that's fun. And it's a glassblower who's eager to display her art at a local fair keeps facing rejections. So she decides to help a legendary glassblower. I don't know. We laugh. Legendary glassblower. And the man who oversees the art entries, all while secretly showcasing her creations under a fake name. So a legendary glassblower. I just think that is hilarious. That's almost as funny as a local news anchor's biggest fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are incredible. There's that guy in Las Vegas, the Chihuly art guy. That's the only legendary glass blower that I'm aware of, that I know of, but I'm not in the field. So and it makes me laugh because because our friend Dory, she always grumbles at like her thing is stop trying to make glass blowing sexy. Like stop. Like there's a surprising number of rom-coms, Netflix, Hallmark, feature films, everything that try to make glass blowing sexy, which is really random and hilarious, but it's true. Even Sweet Home Alabama. Remember, he's like a sexy glass blower.
Totally.
So
yeah.
It's funny to me. Yeah, I mean, not much here to be excited. I like Lara Vandervoot, Steven Hussar. He's fine. I mean, he's a very nice person, but just he's like your average Hallmark hunk in these movies. But I do like Ainsley. She's a good writer, and I like Amy, a good director. But what are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give it a sock. I'm not that excited about glass blowing.
It's legendary.
And I don't know. These movies more like the person like wants to do some art thing, and they're not.
Why does she have a fake name? I mean, come on, just sell your art. You don't need a fake name.
I don't know. It just always kind of
give it a Cole. I'm sorry, Ainsley and Amy, but hopefully it'll surprise me. But it sounds not great. Okay. What do you think? What do you decide? Sock. Okay. All right. Then we Met in December. This is on the 27th. It stars Autumn Reeser and Nell Mater, and it's writer Nina Weinman. Annie Lane and Dave Weeks meet in a holiday hotel, falling in love. They embark on separate quests to find each other, sharing wisdom and making significant life changes. They embark on separate quests. What?
I think this is the one where they meet and then they like don't exchange phone numbers or something.
Oh, it's like a serendipity thing.
Yeah. So then they try to find each other after. But yeah, I think this is one where they meet and then they don't connect, and then I think this sounds really cute. I don't know. I think that's a fun. I mean,
well, and Nina's a really good writer. I think that Autumn and Niall will have good chemistry. So yeah. I mean, are you gonna diamond ring it?
I think I'm gonna orange, but like a really nice, like a chocolate orange,
like a Harry and David, like a
really nice, Harry and David orange,
nice orange. Okay, good.
Harry and David orange, yeah.
I agree. Okay, so then we have The Snow Must Go On. This is on the 28th. Stars Heather Hemmings and Corey Cott, director Jeff Beasley, and writer Scott Damian. While visiting his family in upstate New York, a former Broadway star finds himself back on stage, all to save his niece's Christmas show. Things take a turn when he encounters an esteemed Broadway producer's daughter who's cast in the production. So obviously, this is the exact contrast to the Buffalo Bills movie, which had nothing that was of my interest. This is like 100% my interest. Broadway, singing, music, things like that. So that's all very, very interesting to me. I mean, I don't know if there will actually be singing. I don't know if Heather Hemmings or Corey Cott if they sing, but it does sound right up my alley. And so, yeah, I mean, what do you think?
This one seems pretty basic to me. I mean, we've seen this a lot.
It does.
Like, it's a guy or girl has to save the local like Christmas pageant. I don't know. I'm not that excited about it. It could be good, but I think I'm going to give it a sock. I mean,
and I think
I've seen fair. It so many times.
Yeah. I mean, if it didn't have that Broadway, hook, I'd completely agree with you. And I wish I knew if they were going to be singing, because that would make me a lot more interested. If this had Jenna Claire Mason, who's a singer, I would be like, ooh. I've just never heard Heather sing. Maybe she does. I have no idea. So I think Corey Cott sings, now that I think about it. Well, I think he was on Broadway. Oh yeah, Corey Cott sings. What am I saying? Yes. So he was on Newsies and other Broadway shows. Okay, so there will be some singing probably. So I am going to give it an orange just of my own taste, but I agree the plot does sound pretty basic. So it's.
What's that song you don't like when they sing because it's so hard? What's that one song?
Oh, Holy Night. No,
Yeah.
Don't sing Oh Holy
Don't sing
Night.
Oh Holy
Night. So she has, I guess, put out some singing.
Okay.
Let's see here. Kissing, Dancing, Singing, a new single. Okay. So I think they'll be singing. So that ups it for me. But I will give it an orange. But I agree the bare bones of the plot is pretty basic stuff. All right. Then we have the More the Merrier on the 28th of November. Rachel Boston, Brendan Penny. Is that actually Thanksgiving? Let me check.
Maybe.
No, that's the day after Thanksgiving. So We Met in December is actually the Thanksgiving movie. So that's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
They're giving that the prime real estate. So
Maybe
I feel more confident in my diamond. But they've had some duds on Thanksgiving in the past, so it's not a guarantee, but it shows some confidence. The More the Merrier. So yeah, Rachel Boston, Brendan Penny, writers Caroline Farah and Zach Hugg. We love Zach. An ER doctor and a cardiologist get snowed in at a small town hospital on Christmas Eve when 3 women, including the only OBGYN for miles, go into labor. So this will depend entirely on chemistry and writing. And Zach is a good writer, so that gives me some confidence. But I mean, it's a fine story, but not a lot going on there. What do you think?
I think this sounds so fun. I don't know. I can just see women in labor and I don't know. You know,
you like a good birthing scene.
I do. I've never personally given birth, so I'm not one of those people who knows this is so fake. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's what it's like. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I think it could be really funny, and I'm actually going to give it a diamond ring. I think it's. I don't know. There's just something about 3 women going in labor on Christmas Eve. It sounds fun.
Yeah. I'm going to give it an orange, but it does. It sounds cute. And I feel like Rachel Boston is perfect for this kind of thing. Who would you more want to be cheering you on than Rachel Boston?
Yeah.
She's literally played an angel 3 times. So okay. So then we have An Alpine Holiday. And this stars, this is on the 29th, and it stars Ashley Williams, Lacey Millay, Julian Simani. On Christmas, 2 estranged sisters reunite in the French Alps to honor their grandmother's last wish. While they strengthen their sisterly bond, one of them forms a romantic connection with the mountaineer guide. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Mountaineer guide. Yeah, I feel like Ashley Williams and Lacey Millay make a ton of sense as sisters. That was good casting. Yeah. So, I mean, and the whole thing's about the sisters. So if I think the sisters are well cast, then I'm on board. And I have 3 sisters myself, so I think I'll probably relate to it quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to give it an orange. What do you think?
Yeah, this one also seems like it would have been on movies and mysteries.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do love, demands from beyond the grave.
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait. I'm going to write a whole thing. I'm going to make a whole list of people that I want to end up together.
Yeah.
And then create all these different,
Yeah.
things that they have to do so that they fall in love. I mean, I
It's a
do
life goal for me as well.
yeah, to be bossy from beyond the grave. I'm gone, but I'm still telling you what to do and where to go and who to fall in love with.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an orange. I think it could be cute.
Okay, A Grand Old Opry Christmas. This is on the 29th, and it stars Nikki DeLoach and Christopher Palaha, and director Claire Niederprum, writer Hilty Brown. Yeah, Hilty, sorry. Director Claire Niederprum and writer Hilty Bowen, with plenty of appearances from famous country artists. This Hallmark holiday movie tells the tale of a songwriter who abandons her passion after her late father, a country music icon, dies in a tragic accident. But when the Grand Old Opry asks her to honor her father's legacy, she time travels back in time when her father was still alive. So I wonder who. So I think her father will be James Denton. James Denton is in the movie. I think that's her father.
He doesn't seem old enough. Oh, but that's 30 years.
She goes back in time. I don't think it'll be Palaha as her dad. That would be.
Oh God, no. I think
that would be bizarre. So I think it will be James Denton.
Totally. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, this says Nikki DeLoach and Erin Cahill. Maybe she has like a guest star. It just says.
Where does it say that?
On IMDb. I'm looking at the IMDb page. It says she's a guide, so that sounds like just like a cameo.
Oh yeah, you're right. Guide. Yeah. Well, maybe she's like the spiritual guide or something like that.
Oh, maybe.
Like helps her. If this wasn't Nikki DeLoach, I would have a lot less confidence, but she's so good at that like tearful reuniting with my loved ones, emotional. She's really good at it. I mean, I wish that Hallmark would trust her with comedy again, because she's good at that too. She's just really great. But I really didn't like her 5 More Minutes movie. That one really didn't work for me, but it wasn't her fault. She is always solid. So her inclusion in this makes me a lot more confident. Also, Claire Niederprum has really had a great run of Hallmark movies the last few years. She has done, this is her 6th project, but nothing that I've seen. So anyway, and I feel like Christopher Palaha, whatever his role is, he's going to be charming. And I'm going to give it an orange, but what do you think?
I'm going to give it a sock. I'm not that excited about it. I'm not really a huge country fan. I'm also like a little confused. Is there a romance in this, and how does that work?
That's why it is a little confusing.
Yeah.
Because she time travels back to her father, but that's why I think that's James Denton. I don't think that's Christopher Palaha. So no mention of Palaha's character in this summary.
Yeah, so that's what confuses me. Also, I just really hate that the 90s was 30 years ago. Like that makes me mad. So
I hear you. I get it.
But I do love the 90s. I mean, if they lean into that, I forget, there was a movie last year where they go back to like the 90s, and I feel like they leaned into, the stuff that we watched and listened to back then. So that could be kind of fun, but I don't know. I'm not really that excited about it.
It's kind of weird that on IMDb, Palaha is number 1 on the call sheet, but obviously Nikki is the lead character.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all fair points. It is a little bit confusing on the romance front.
Yeah.
So who knows? But I'll give it an orange. I do like country music pretty good. I'm not like super up on like these. I mean, I know Brad Paisley, but I've never heard of Megan Maroney or Rhett Atkins. I don't know them, so I'm not like super up to date. I would think that if she's going back in time, you would want more nostalgic country artists from the 90s, not
Right.
new people. I mean, I guess Brad Paisley was around then, I guess. I can't remember when he started. But I mean, I would think you'd want to have like, you know, who would be perfect, even though she's not technically country, but like if you had Amy Grant, that she would be perfect for this kind of thing, because that was like, you know, 90s huge Amy Grant. And if you had Amy Grant and Vince Gill and Trisha Yearwood, all three of those are gettable for sure.
Amy Grant. Oh my God. I haven't thought about her in so long. I was so obsessed.
But
and
she
she
would
had
be
like Christmas albums, right?
Oh, I know. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. She would be ideal.
Perfect.
Because that was like her Christmas albums are top tier.
Yeah, totally.
Really good. And
Also, sorry.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that like if you had Amy Grant, Trisha Yearwood, and Vince Gill, who's married to Amy Grant, if you had the three of them, that would be like 90s nostalgia going back in time. I don't know why you'd want these ones I've never heard of. Anyway, it does say and more, so who knows? Maybe it will. But that's what I would have done. But anyway, I'm sure Nikki will rock it. So I'll stick with my orange, but maybe it's like one of those oranges that is sort of bland. It's not that great. A middling orange. You go to all the trouble to peel it, and you're like, oh, this is not that good. Okay. So then we have the Christmas Cup. This is on the 30th of November. Rhiannon Fish, Ben Rosenbaum, first lead. So happy for him. That's great. Director Robin Doon, writers Stuart Gold and Mark Hapala. When an injured sergeant heads home for the holidays, she partners up with the fire captain to compete in the annual Christmas Cup against the rival town. So I really love both these leads, and I feel like they will have good chemistry, but it doesn't sound great. The plot.
So a Christmas Cup, is that like
it's like the
games?
competition. Yeah, the Christmas Cup. They compete in the annual Christmas Cup against the rival town. I mean,
that could be cute. I mean,
it could be, because I like these leads.
And if they make the Christmas Cup funny, you know, like if the things they have to do are like comical and not like too serious, then I think that it could be funny. I mean, the whole idea of competing towns, I mean, I don't know where that exists. And but I do wish it did. I would definitely like to live in a town that had a Christmas Cup competing against a rival town.
I would too.
I don't even know who my rival town would be, but
like, okay. I know that there's rival towns as far as like high school sports and stuff like that. Right.
Yeah.
And my high school had a rival high school, and we even sometimes would do pranks and things like that. But I think that was just unique to the high school. It wasn't the whole town. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I was young. I was not aware of the intricacies and the goings on of the town, you know, that I was in. So I'm gonna give it a sock just for the leads, but it doesn't excite me that much.
I'm gonna give it an orange. I think it could be funny. I like the idea of a Christmas Cup.
And both Rhiannon and Ben can be funny. They have done humor they before. So that gives me excitement. Okay, so then we have Christmas at the Catnip Cafe. This on the 30th. And this stars Erin Cahill and Paul Campbell, director Lucy Guest. After a marketing executive discovers she's inherited a cat cafe from her great aunt, she wants to sell the property so she can afford the down payment on her dream condo. Conflict arises when a veterinarian who owns the other half of the cafe is intent on keeping it afloat. This is a diamond ring for me. I think this sounds really fun. And Paul Campbell and Erin Cahill fighting over a cat cafe. Yeah.
What is a cat cafe?
Oh, you've never heard of a cat cafe? It's
No.
literally they're fairly common. I've never been to one because I'm allergic to cats, but like there's cats in the cafe all around. You can like play with them as you drink your coffee and stuff.
How is that sanitary?
I don't know. I don't know, but they are fairly common.
Like, I
I
feel
bet
like
if you like what I bet if you look up your town and look up cat cafe, there's one in there.
I highly doubt it.
Google it.
Okay, cat
You don't have to
cafe.
say you don't have to say your town.
I mean, there's definitely not one in my town, but I'll do the county. We're in county. I also read that her dream property is in Oakland, California, and I was like, girl, you need to invest in that Bay Area real estate. Who cares about
Here,
the cat
look at
cafe?
in my town, Perfection Cat Cafe. Perfection. Great name.
There's a Fox and Kit in San Rafael, which is like north, and then there's a few in San Francisco.
Perfection Cat Cafe is a cozy establishment that offers a unique experience for cat lovers. Guests can enjoy a cup of coffee while spending time with adoptable cats in a relaxing and feline-friendly environment. So they're everywhere.
I mean, I do like, it's not that I don't like cats, I just don't want like cat hair in my coffee.
I should reach out to the owners of Perfection Cat Cafe.
Yes.
To come on the recap. If you're listening.
Totally. That would be so funny. Yeah, no, you definitely should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give this a diamond ring. I'm gonna give it an orange, but it could be cute, but I don't know.
I just feel like the two of them fighting over a cat cafe sounds fun. But yeah.
Very silly. I mean, the whole
idea. Very
idea.
Silly, yeah.
The Catnip Cafe is what it's called. It's pretty funny.
And what is this great aunt? She's got to divide her being the busybody matchmaker, divide her cat cafe amongst these two.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one thing we have to do. We have to buy a business with a young bachelor. So
we have to buy a business and then bequeath it to a bachelor and a
yeah. I'll pick one out. I'll pick a bachelor for my niece, and then I'll die, and I'll give my niece half of the business. Okay, great.
I mean, I don't know if you didn't you work for a coffee company?
Oh yeah, I don't anymore, but I did. Yeah.
Okay, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies merch store.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for the postable, Hardy, or Hallmarky in your life?
What about getting that t-shirt or hoodie that will help you stand out at your next holiday party?
Now is the time to check out the Hallmarkies merch store.
Full of festive designs by artists like Jessica Miller, Carrie from Hallmark Comics, and more.
You can even have more than just shirts, but totes, cell phone cases, notebooks, mugs, and more.
And it isn't just Hallmark. We have designs for Anna Green Gables, Man from Snowy River, The Nanny, and more.
Every purchase at the merch store goes to help support the podcast and allows us to make the great content you know and love.
There are frequent sales, so go to tpublic.com/stores/Hallmarkies or see the link in the description.
That's tpublic.com/stores/Hallmarkies.
So then we have She's Making a List. This is on the 6th of December. And this stars Lacey Chabert, Andrew Walker, director Stacey N. Harding, the top inspector of a consulting firm which Santa hires to help him build the naughty and nice list, unexpectedly falls for the widowed father of a misbehaved 11-year-old she's assessing. So, diamond ring, 100%. I can't think of anybody better to do this than to be the inspector of the naughty and nice list and Lacey Chabert. I mean, that's going to be adorable. And I really disliked their last collaboration together, Secret Valentine. I thought that was not good. But he just has to be a cute dad here. Widow, hot widower. So he can do it. He's got this down. And it just sounds like I love that concept. What a cute idea. So diamond ring for me.
It's hilarious. I read another one recap that Santa has to outsource to a consulting firm because he has too many kids to like what?
Naughty and nice list.
Hilarious. So is she a person or is she like an elf?
See, this is top inspector. She would make a great elf. I hope that she's an elf.
Yeah, I mean, I would think Santa works with consulting firms of elves, but maybe
she's like a teeny tiny person. So why not?
She is. Yeah, no, she's a teeny tiny person. Yeah, I would agree. This is cute. I think it's gonna be good.
I feel like Lacey with this misbehaved 11-year-old is gonna be really funny and fun.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, diamond ring.
Yeah. And you know what's something interesting is I did this whole video over on my other channel about how almost all children in particularly Disney movies are 11 or 12. Almost none are under 10. There are a few like Lilo, because that's like the perfect age. 11 is the perfect age to still be a child, but to not be like pre-K, not be like too little, right? And it's very interesting. Almost all of them are 11 or 12.
Probably also like from a, just logistics standpoint, yeah, like a 7 or 8-year-old child actor is probably harder, than like an 11-year-old.
But even in animation.
Even in
animation. Yeah, there's only two. There's only, not including animals because those age differently, than humans. But in Disney animation, there are only 2 lead characters that are under the age of 10 in all of their canon. So you have Lilo, who's 6, I think, and you have Pinocchio, who's whatever age she is, and that's it. Everybody else is either 11 or 12.
Yeah, I mean that is that age where they're not kids, but they're not teenagers, so they kind of still have a little bit of whimsy, but they're like it's definitely like a changing year. So I thought
that was really interesting though, because you think of like Disney, they're making movies for kids, but there's not that many for like small kids. Anyway, so what did you give? She's making a list. Do you give a diamond?
Yes, diamond ring.
Good. Okay, single on the 25th. This is on December 7th. Lindsay Finesca and Daniel Lissing. Director Jonathan Wright and writer Joie Botkin. Inspired by singer-songwriter Lauren Spencer Smith's song by the same name, this holiday-themed film unpacks what happens when a woman whose family unexpectedly cancels their holiday plans spends the week before Christmas alone. So I'm very intrigued about this because obviously that's something I can relate with. I've spent many a week before Christmas alone in my life. A lot of times my parents have gone to see I have 2 siblings that have kids and they both live far away. One lives in Virginia, one lives in Oregon. And so often my parents, understandably, will be with the grandkids for Christmas itself. And so I'll celebrate the week before with them, which I think is completely fine. There's no problem when you celebrate Christmas as long as you celebrate it. And so that's what I usually do. So the actual day of Christmas, often I am alone. And so I can relate. And this would be like, usually Hallmark acts like if you're alone, that's like, you're going to become a serial killer or something. Like you're bad. Like that's really bad. So I'm very curious how they're going to deal with this. I haven't heard the song. I don't know the song. But what do you think about this?
I do love Lindsay I'm not sure how to say her last name.
Fonseca, yeah.
But she's really cute. She was in a few good ones last year. She
has been very good. Yeah.
I think it could be cute. And it like the age that they are is kind of fun. Like at 30s. I feel like they're either like young or like, because a lot of the actresses now are, older.
Right.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with aging, but I don't know. I think it sounds cute. I think it could be good, or it could be really bad because they make it, like you said, they make being single like the worst thing that's ever happened to someone. But if they kind of embrace it, like, and she's just, having a good time, I think it could be cute. I'm gonna give it a sock. I think a sock, but like maybe a
I don't feel like they're gonna have the best chemistry.
Mm.
I would not have put these two together, but we'll see. Lindsay's older than you think. She's 38, but she has a young face, so she can play.
She looks young, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just intrigued enough about them, about the premise, so I will give it an orange, but we'll see. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to say I said that thing about the 30s something because that's what it says on IMDb.
Oh, does it? Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't just make that up in my head.
Okay, so we have A Sweet Holiday Romance. This on the 13th. And this stars Jesse Schramm and Dominic Sherwood. Director Jeff Beasley. He's been busy. When a woman agrees to ghostwrite a memoir for a famous art dealer at an iconic hotel in New York City, she meets a visitor from England, but both of them have the wrong first impression. She suspects he's a British aristocrat, and he thinks she's a wealthy hotel guest. So, it sounds fine. Sounds fun. It depends on the chemistry on this one. If I knew the writer, I'd be a little more confident.
That description doesn't sound that great, but I read a description, I think, in like one of the lists, and it made it sound like they meet at like the hotel bar, and then she kind of like lies about being wealthy, and I thought that was kind of cute. Like I could see, because sometimes when they make up stories, it's like, why would you lie about, like, why would you? But I could see like being at a hotel bar, meeting a guy, and kind of like pretending that you're wealthy.
So it says on IMDb, it says she meets Ian at the bar and lets him think she's wealthy. He's actually a secretary posing as nobility while managing a royal jewels exhibit. So they're both lying. That could be fun. The fact that they're both lying about being nobility or wealthy.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna give it a sock, but it could be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a sock too. But it really could go either way. It's one of those that could go either way.
Yeah. Okay, so then we have Oi to the World. This is Brooke Dorsey and Jake Epstein. I don't know any of the right. We don't have information for any of these next ones. After a water line at Temple breaks, the members celebrate Hanukkah at an Episcopal church, but since Christmas Eve falls on the same day, each choir director must set aside their old rivalry and collaborate. I think this will be fun. I know there'll be some people who'd be like, oh, they're doing Christmas and Hanukkah together again. It is Countdown to Christmas. Let's remember that. And I think that it's fine to have them combined as long as the story is still substantive, as long as the characters still matter. And it's really the hard part about the thing that I'm interested in this about it is that it's going to lean into the religious aspects of Hanukkah, because it's literally about a temple group. It's about, and then also a church, because that's one of the hardest parts that you have with Hanukkah versus Christmas, is that Hanukkah is way more of a religious holiday than Christmas, which is, of course, that is fundamentally a Christian holiday, I'm aware, but it's way easier to separate and secularize Christmas than it is Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that the fact that this is literally about these congregations, I think that makes a lot of sense. So I'm fine with that aspect. And I think that Brooke Dorsey and Jake Epstein, that seems like a good match to me. So I am going to be bold and give this one a diamond ring. The Hanukkah movies have been killing it lately. So pretty confident about it. How do you feel?
I'm gonna give it an orange. I'm not that excited about it, but again, yeah, I don't have anything like I dislike about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
it could be generic, it could be basic.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I mean, Jake Epstein, even though I think he's so charming, he's not had the best luck with Hallmark movies or these types of movies. He hasn't had one that I've loved yet, and I don't know why. It's an interesting thing, but yeah, no, I think that's totally fair. Okay, so then we have a make or break holiday. This is on the 20th, and it's Ali Liebert, Catherine Barrell, and Barbara Niven. Oh wait, sorry. So next we have a make or break holiday. This is on the 20th, and it's Hunter King and Evan Roderick. Even though they're on a break, a couple pretends they're still together while hosting their families for the holidays. So yeah, that's a basic description, but Hunter King and Evan Roderick, I think they'll have great chemistry, and I think that sounds pretty fun actually. So I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give it also a diamond ring. I think this sounds like it could be good.
I'm gonna give it an orange. However, I do like those movies. Like I think it's Unexpected Christmas with Tyler Hynes.
Yeah.
That one is so good. I love that movie. So it could be, but I worry like what
if I knew the writer, that would help even more. But like if I knew this was a Julie Sherman Wolf script or something like that, like then for sure I would be diamond ring. But I just feel like with those leads and that premise, it could be really funny.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an orange. I'm not super excited, but it could be good.
Yeah.
It really depends on how they make the couple, like how like much they don't like each other in the beginning, I feel like, because obviously they want to break up. So
yeah.
It's like a fine line. Like I don't want them to hate each other, but I also, you need some kind of conflict. So I think it can go either way because of that.
Yeah. Okay, so then we have The Christmas Baby. It's the last movie of the season. This on the 21st, and then we have the series to go over. So then we have Ali Liebert, Cat Barrel, Barbara Niven. Just days before Christmas, a newborn baby mysteriously appears on a couple's doorstep, along with a personally addressed note, and everything changes. So this is a gay couple that gets this baby, and it sounds cute to me.
Yeah. I like that the couple is already together. And I think the idea of like a baby, like I mean it's so silly, but it's kind of fun. I don't know, like because they're gonna have it just like the first Three Wise Men, the comedy of having to take care of a baby when you've never had a baby is gonna be
I
funny.
think this would have been on Miracles of Christmas. This seems like more of
funny at all.
No, maybe not. It'll have some humor, but it just sounds like more of the emotional to me. But it could be. You don't know. It could be.
Yeah.
So
give it an orange.
Yeah, same. Okay, then we have our series. So the first series, so they're going to be airing Mistletoe Murder season 1 to start, and we've already covered that on the podcast. And then they will air season 2. And this, of course, stars Sarah Drew and Peter Mooney. The holiday crime show Mistletoe Murders is back with a second season, which uncovers the mystery and romance that unfolds after a sharp Christmas shop owner partners up with a cute detective to investigate local murders. Here's the question that I have going into this season 2. And I haven't listened to the podcast. There's a whole podcast about this, scripted like podcast. And so I don't know what it is there, but I'm curious to know, when does this second season start? Because if they want it to be about Christmas and set in Christmas, Mistletoe Murders, does it start literally that same day as the last season, or are we going as a whole year happen and now we're at Christmas the next year? And then, but then how do you make that work for a mystery? A whole year of clues, a whole year of investigation, a whole year of that doesn't make any sense. So I'm guessing that it'll be just the next day for season 2. That's the only thing that would make sense, but I don't know. Unless you just abandon the whole, or I guess you could have it take place over the whole year and then have it end at Christmas. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, because she owns the Christmas shop year round, right? It's a
She
year
does
round
own,
Christmas
that
shop.
is true. Yeah, she owns the Christmas shop year round.
I loved the first season. I did think it was really fun. I liked it. So I think it'll be fun. Either way, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm excited for it.
So what would you give it?
Oh, I'll give it a diamond ring because I really liked the first season.
Yeah. Same. I did as well. Okay. So then we have Finding Mr. Christmas season 2. And of course, this is our reality show. And this starts on the 27th. And it's season 2 of this holiday reality competition series. Follows 10 aspiring actors who compete in Christmas themed challenges, such as making gingerbread houses and riding on horseback to land the next leading role on the Hallmark channel. So the interesting thing about this, and maybe because it backfired because they picked weirdly last time, is this movie is going to star the winner of Finding Mr. Christmas this time. None of those descriptions had that. And so that's interesting.
I'm thinking that they may have done that too, because it seems like last year, between the time that they found the guy and they taped the movie, it was like very quick. And since they already had Jessica as the star, like they didn't get to like kind of pick the best chemistry. So I feel like he's still going to star in a movie, but I think they're giving themselves more time maybe to like find the right script for the person who wins, because last time it just felt really like rushed. However, I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. I think Melissa Peterman and Jonathan Bennett are so funny as the host, and the whole thing is just hilarious. I thought it was
maybe
really
they'll be like, surprise, the winter premiere is going to be starring or something like that. I could see them doing that. Or there's like a surprise New Year's movie or something like that.
Yeah, although it is Finding Mr. Christmas, not Mr. Hallmark. So it's like
that's true.
Weird.
That's a good point.
It would be weird if it wasn't. But then to wait until next year, maybe he'll be like the Christmas in July.
Yeah, I could see that. I could even, though, since there's so few movies, I could even see them being like, surprise movie.
Yeah.
And that after the finale being like, surprise, here's the movie with him. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Are you going to diamond ring it?
Oh yeah, I'm going to diamond ring it. Yeah. I no matter who wins, no matter what, it's just so funny to me. Yeah. The idea is just so silly, and all the contests. I just think it's so funny.
I just wish, since it's filmed in Utah, Hallmark, what do I have to do to get on your radar? Like, I could be totally involved.
Yes, 100%.
So then we have Baked with Love Holiday, and this is another reality, a competition hosted by Tamara Mowry Housley. Another reality competition series that's airing on the network is Baked with Love Holiday, where 10 pairs of home bakers battle it out to win the ultimate prize of $50,000 and a chance to have one of their baked goods featured in a Countdown to Christmas film. So, yeah, I mean, I love me a cooking show. So, and I think, I could be wrong, but I think this is also filmed in Utah. So, and we love our cookies. We're like the home of Crumble and Crumb, and there's so many cookie companies right now in Utah. Utah is cookies and soda, flavored dirty sodas and stuff. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, I know about the sodas because of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah, if you come visit, I'll take you to. My favorite is a lot of people talk about Swig, which is good, But my favorite is actually one called Thirst. And they do have cookies, but they're more famous for they have these beignets, hot, fresh beignets. Oh, so if you come visit, I'll take you there.
Yum.
You can get a dirty soda and a bag of beignets, shake, shake, shake. Oh, really good. But sure. I mean, I'm going to give this like an orange flavored cookie. Right, the baked with love. What about you?
I'm going to give it an orange. But this is personally not my thing, like you with the football. Like, I just don't really watch a lot of these baking shows. So like I probably won't watch it. I'm not that excited about it. However, like it, I'm sure it'll be good for people who like those shows. Like, but it's just not really for me
And I will
personally.
be so excited to cover both of these reality shows with Haley Strong, my friend, and she's a foodie, so I think it'll be fun for this with her. All right, last one. We have the 12 dates till Christmas, and this stars Mae Whitman and Jane Seymour's in it. Julian Morris is in it. Great cast. This 6-episode limited series is based on the popular book by Jenny Bayliss, explores what happens when a talented textile pattern designer from a quaint English village participates in a holiday matchmaking program before Christmas. So I love Mae Whitman. I would watch anything that she's in. So diamond ring for me. I mean, I just think it's something different, something creative. I'll read the book. I'm going to try to read the book. But yeah, sounds good to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to give it an orange. I don't think I heard about this one before. Yeah, I'm going to give it an orange. It could be cute. And I do like the idea of the series. I do think that's fun, and it gives it just something different besides a movie. With the limited time a movie has, it, the series, you can get into more, characters and things. So it could be really good.
There is actually a sneak peek of this, believe it or not. Let me show you. Doesn't that look cute?
It looks cute. Yeah. That does look really cute. Yeah.
So definitely a diamond ring for me. What do you think?
After watching the promo, I'll give it a diamond ring too. It looks cute.
Very good. So there we go. We did it. We previewed all of them for Hallmark. Let us know what you think and what you would give. Let us know what you think and what you would give the different movies and series. We want to hear, what do you think about the fact they're doing so much less than in years past? How do you feel about that? No Miracles of Christmas. How do you feel about that? Let us know in the comments, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. And Megan, thank you so much for doing this. It was a blast. And make sure that you're following me at Rachel's Reviews, all of our social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes. Check that out. And also make sure you're following the podcast, a Hallmarkies Pod, Hallmarkies Podcast, all of our social media. We've got a playlist with all of our 2025 Christmas content. Also, we have a playlist with all of our Christmas content. You definitely want to check all of that out. If you are listening on iTunes, please leave your ratings and reviews. That is the biggest free way that you can help the podcast, because that helps the algorithm, more people to find us. When they search for Christmas podcasts, we come up the more reviews and ratings we have. So if you can take a second to do that, it really helps a lot. And if you are watching on YouTube, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Most of our viewers on YouTube aren't subscribed, like 85%, like a large portion. So if we could even get like 10% of those viewers to subscribe, it would help us out immeasurably. It would help out the algorithm, help more people to find us. It would just help the podcast so much. So please like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. And make sure to check out our Patreon group. That's the biggest way you can support everything that we do. We have monthly watch-alongs and Q&As with talent. We have Russell Hainline coming on for Q&A in October. That's going to be super fun. So if you want those kind of experiences, we literally have had Lacey Chabert on for a watch-along. We've had James Denton on. We've had really great people, Mary Lou Henner. So if you want that kind of access to the stars, for very little a month. Join the Patreon. Plus, you get to be part of bonus episodes and our Facebook group. I really try hard to make it worth the investment to be in the Patreon. And then we have the merch store where we have tons of Hallmark and holiday inspired designs, including a couple new ones. So check that out. Would sure appreciate it. And let us know again what you think. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye.
Merry Christmas.